reality. 15 million budget there was to make this movie Lady of Heaven. And they're depicting the characters like Abu Bakr and Umar and Aisha, Allahu Akbar. They are depicting them into black people. We have no issue with black people. They are our brothers. They are our sisters. Allahu Akbar. Bilal radiallahu anhu was a black man, but he had respect and honor from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The reality is that these racist people who made this movie, and Yasser Habib, Khabib, whatever he is, the reality is he made this because he knew there is only a fraction of Sunnis, a fraction of Shias in the country, so he wanted to light a fire. And why did he make this movie? And I tell you, the reality is he could have kept in closed doors like they did for 1300 years, hiding it. But they came out in public using After Effects, by using Premiere Pro to make movies and to brainwash the people and to keep on brainwashing them. Why? Because they want the conflict in the community to happen. They want the Sunnis to attack the Shia, but we're not going to stoop that low down your level. And the reality is that any of the Naqshwanis or any of these Habibs, wherever you are in this country, in the streets of London where you're hiding with your Shia Imams, we call you out. And I met a businessman before I come. He says, I put £50,000. Naqshwani or any of you Shia Imams, you come debate me academically, and we will deal with you, and we will show you the respect that you deserve, and we will prove that from your own books that you're a kafir.
Labbaik, 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 ya Rasulullah. Labbaik, 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 ya Rasulullah.
If you can kindly explain what's happening today, what's the purpose of these protests?
Yeah, no, as you all know, there's a film that has been given a £15 million budget, which has complete lies in essence. And the biggest thing for me as a British Muslim who's born and bred here in Birmingham, the biggest thing for me with somebody who has limited knowledge on Islamic history, etc., and we tried to search for that, but for me the biggest issue was the fact that they depicted the Prophet with an image. They have put a face to our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, whether that's CGI image, whether that's a cartoon. It is unacceptable for anyone to put a face to our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him. And this is only the start. You know, we have been taught, and Muslims have been taught to defend the honor of our Prophet, peace be upon him, with our lives. This is where the greater establishment, UK as a government, should be moderating such films that can cause massive divides in community.
Naveed, do you want to elaborate on that?
I don't know much about the Muslims. We need to make them a bit more inquisitive about why are the way we are. And maybe somebody may look at this film and say, let's find out and see what it's about and watch this nonsense. But truthfully, we need to take a good look at ourselves first. And inshallah, bismillah, you know, we on a daily basis mock the religion of Islam. Be your neighbor being Muhammad and you sell drugs. It's a big issue in our community. Nobody likes to touch these issues.
You know, one other thing, right? It's a good question that people ask, because obviously I've put this on one of my other pages. One of the other good question to ask is, has anyone seen the film? Do they actually know what's in the film? Or is it just by hearsay?
No, I think people have seen it, and clearly we know that Rafida isn't going to have anything in favour of us. Mm-hmm. But if he doesn't make his money from the cinema, he'll definitely make it by the clicks on YouTube. Because when we say to people, don't do that, what we're going to do?
Yeah, we're going to do it. Yeah. You also think this is promoting it? You know,
I think this is why
this is promoting it, so maybe more people will want to watch it now.
The average layman works from his heart, on
Yeah.
his desires, on his emotions, and the scholars work on akal and tawakkal and their knowledge. Hence the reason maybe that is why they're not here today, is because they feel like fire, it needs oxygen. The more and more we make noise about it, the more and more people are inquisitive about it.
Thank you very much.
Jazakallah khair for your time.
Our honor.
Today, for the Prophet ﷺ. At the same time, we don't care how you pray. We don't care if you place your hands above the navel, below the navel. We don't care if you're Brahmi or Sufi or Gibandi or Tablighi.
You're Salafi or you're Hanafi, Shafi, Maliki. The reality is we are calling today upon unity.
What's your main purpose of being here out of the protest?
My main purpose is totally against this film.
Can you speak a little bit?
It's unacceptable by what they're doing, and it's nothing but antagonising us, and it's unacceptable, and if we don't do nothing, things will only get worse, so we've got to put a stop to this film.
Just one question I'm going to ask you, right, which is a main question what everybody is asking. Have you seen any of this film? Do you know what it actually involves?
Well, they've depicted our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and that is really unacceptable. That is blasphemy.
From all of us here at the City World on Broad Street, take care until next time. Assalamu alaikum.